Councillors, thank you. It is 2 o'clock. We need to start. We will wait. Let Councillor Mbani take a seat. She looks so lovely. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Special Council meeting. Can we observe a moment of silence before we officially start? Thank you. Can the Chief of Law Enforcement please do the evacuation protocol?
Good afternoon, all. Protocol observed. Before we start with the business of the day, we need to emphasize once again the evacuation procedure. In a case of emergency, we will evacuate in an ordinary manner to the nearest evacuation emergency escape route. We will collect our valuables. We will not run. We will do it ordinary. All people in the chambers at the back, Mr. Christians will do the evacuation. Myself will do the evacuation in chambers. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Chief. Later gaan. I'm now at official announcements. Do you have anything? I think this is the first time that the new director is present, am I right?
Yes.
Welcome, Director Ventura. Your first council meeting. Please do feel welcome.
I'll give him a tie. He must buy his own jacket.
Ek gesê dat Maya says you must have a tie. But welcome to the council chambers and welcome to your first council meeting. Thank you. Then to the audience in the gallery, please do feel welcome, and also the media is also present. Thank you. Then I'm at leave of absence. Alderman Mitchell is sick at home. Then Councillor Luwanto Shengimbo is online because he's also not feeling well. He'll be joining us online. He's already in. Yes, he's online. Thank you. I think all your directors are present. Yes. Thank you. Then at item 4/3, declaration of interest with regards to matters in this agenda. I believe you've got to declare your interest. Annual report. The oversight report.
Just for the record, we're declaring our interest, myself and Mr. Volsking, with regard to the oversight report.
Thank you. Can I have a proposal for the confirmation of the minutes of the Special Mail Committee meeting of the 26th of February? Councillor Kotze has proposed, and then Councillor Schiffers has seconded. Thank you. Confirmation of the minutes of the Special Council meeting of the 26th.
Madam Speaker.
Apologies, I didn't see your hand, Councillor.
Madam Speaker, the confirmation of the minutes of the Special Mayoral Committee meeting of 26, item 5. And it should be noted as follows, Madam Speaker. There were procedural irregularity. The order of the agenda, page number 2 of the agenda 26, February 2026. During the meeting of 26 February 2026, following the election of the executive mayor, a dispute arose regarding the voting process. Opposition councillors, 13 out of 25, whom formed the majority at that stage, subsequently left the chamber before the remaining, so there were no quorum. Matters on the agenda could be properly dealt with. Therefore, the election of the mayoral committee also unlawful and invalid. Instead of proceeding with the election of the deputy executive mayor, the speaker urged and allowed the executive mayor to begin announcing the mayoral committee. This constituted a departure from the logical order of municipal executive structuring, given that the office of the deputy executive mayor had not been filled and had become vacant following resignation. That's under item number 5, Madam Speaker, and 6. Can I proceed? Special Council meeting 27th February 2026. A further Special Council meeting was held on Friday 27th February 2026 at 08:30 in the Council Chambers, Vredenburg. During that meeting, the Speaker stated, and that's on page 8 of the minutes of the meeting held 27th February 2026. The Speaker, Alderman O. Daniels, informed the meeting that the Democratic Alliance decided that Councillor S. Du Plessis will replace Alderman M. Koen at the West Coast District Municipality. The meeting was therefore adjourned by the Speaker. Following that adjournment, the Speaker again addressed the meeting and stated, and I quote, Item 7/2/26, structuring of Council's committee system was not dealt with during the Special Council meeting of 26 February 2026. The minutes further record, the Speaker, Alderman O. Daniels, informed the meeting that she will consult with the whip of various political parties to obtain their input, changes in respect of the representation to the various committees. This representation will be communicated to administration via email and attached as Annexure A. These representations will be effective 27th February 2026, date of the discussion. The meeting was therefore adjourned for a second time. To date, no email was received by any of the whips as stated. And with that, ultra-virus and procedural irregularity. Section 79 committees. Section 79 of the Municipal Structures Act provide that the municipal council must determine the establishment, composition, and functions of council committees by resolution of council. The minutes of 26 February 2026 confirm that council did not determine the committee structuring matter, but resolved that the matter would stand over. Despite this, the Speaker indicated that consultation with party whips would determine committee representation and that such representation would be effective from 27th February 2026. The determination of committee composition is a power vested exclusively in council and not in the Speaker. To the extent that the Speaker purported to cause committee representation to be implemented without a council resolution, such conduct constitutes ultra-virus conduct. Representation to the West Coast District Municipality. The minutes record that the Speaker informed that the Democratic Alliance decided that Councillor S. Du Plessis will replace Alderman M. Koen at the West Coast District Municipality. Representation of councillors to external municipal structures such as the West Coast District Municipality must occur through lawful municipal processes and formal designation by council. Recording such substitution as a party decision communicated through Madam Speaker. Nee man, hier is die kinders hier man. Hier is die kinders hier. Groot mense praat, groot mense luister en respect mekaar.
To continue,
Can you call that councillor to order, please, Madam Speaker, because
I didn't hear anybody.
Yo!
You can continue.
Yo!
Do you want to continue?
I'll continue, Madam
Thank
Speaker.
you. Please proceed.
Representation of councillors to external municipal structures such as the West Coast District Municipality must occur through lawful municipal processes and formal designation by council. recording such substitution as a party decision communicated through the Speaker rather than as a resolution of Council constitutes procedural irregularity and ultra-virus conduct. Conduct of business after adjournment. Statements relating to the structuring of Council committees were made after the meeting had already been adjourned. Once a meeting is adjourned, the meeting is no longer in session and no Council business may be lawfully transacted. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Morrison. Councillor Morrison, let's start with the last one first. Representation from political parties to the West Coast District is decided by the political party. It will be announced in council, and then the office of the MM through the administration will inform the West Coast District Municipality, and they will declare the vacancy to the IEC and the replacement. That is the law. We can furnish you with all the emails that was sent and the approval that was done by the IEC. This is the same thing that happened when Councillor Vredenburg died. And that's a process that will always be followed. That's the last one first. Then let's go to the meeting of the election of the executive mayor. Once the result was called, I announced it, and we were still a quorum when it was announced, and then you guys left. The rest of the people left the chambers. The election was done, and it was lawful. Okay? On the meeting of the 27th, everybody was present. There was changes from other political parties to the committees that was sent to my office. All the other parties was not affected. Why? That's why you were not included in an email, because it's only good that certain changes was asked for. And yes, I adjourned the meeting, but I am allowed to table an item again. And that's according to the rules. Thank you. Councillors, thank you. I had a proposal for the adoption of the minutes. Can I have a secondment? Thank you. Of the DA, thank you very much. Thank you, councillors. Then I'm at item number 7. Stroke 3, the West Coast 1 plan, JDMM implementation plan. This is for notification only. Is there any questions for clarity before we accept to note this? No questions for clarity on item 7? Yes, Councillor Pico.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Is the West Coast Development Plan? One plan. Okay, no, it's fine.
It's right.
All right, no, it's fine. I was thinking that what?
No. Okay. Can I have a proposal and a secondment to note the report? Thank you, Alderman Mama Borden. Thank you, Councillor Scrada. Alderman Scrada. Thank you. Then I'm at items 8/3, the draft 4th amendment of the 5th generation IDP 2627. There is a small amendment in it, and there's a reason why. Councillor Morrison, questions for clarity?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to know, Madam Speaker, why after 3 years, page 376, it talks to sustainable urban agriculture. Why after 3 years have the urban garden farmers of Langebaan not been accommodated or relocated? In fact, SBM widespread. This is a question for the entire SBM. Where is the support in terms of this initiative? And is there a possibility if a report can be made available to the public as to what the current status is regarding this initiative?
Good afternoon, Madam Speaker, Executive Mayor, all councillors, aldermen around the table, and our viewers at home. It's not for say a question for clarity, Madam Speaker. However, the NCC would actually like to propose this item, as this item is standing before us for public participation. Okay, so I just want to be clear on the fact that the NCC always supports public participation because we stand on our ground. when it comes to transparency and what the community needs. The NCC will also take all its input and follow the public participation process, obviously to also see if this measure is being taken seriously and if public participation is being implemented. So we would obviously also like to encourage the community and all the people residing within SPM to participate. You cannot not participate and then complain later on. So let our voices be heard by participating. With that being said, the NCC would like to propose the item.
Thank you, Councillor Jackson. Executive Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As per item 8, it is the Mayor that proposed the IDP. So therefore, I would like to propose the acceptance of the IDP 2026 as indicated on page 587. Thank you. Oh, sorry, 245.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. I'm sure that Councillor Jackson will then second. Councillor Williams, your hand was up before the Chief of... Are you...
I wanted to support. Thank you.
Thank you. Chief of the ANC.
Good afternoon, Madam Speaker, Directors, Executive Mayor, everybody else, our viewers, our public, our scholars, and everybody that this IDP touches. The ANC wants to say that we too would support it going out for the process, but we are concerned that we've read and seen that the IDP process, every time the people visiting the process or the IDP, is always a small amount of people. So if we take, for example, a Lowville and there's 50 people, but there's 5,000 people living there, 50 people cannot speak for 5,000. So the ANC would now like to challenge all of our community to take the right that they were given through our constitution to vote and to make decisions for themselves, to take part in this IDP process. It is necessary that they go because they are the ones that can change the budget of this municipality by telling us what they need, when they need it, and how they need it. And if they do not speak and they do not get parks for their children, or the clinic does not get refurbished, or A, B, and C does not happen according to the mandate that is given to the municipality as local government, we have to tell our people that you do not speak. And your voice is important. So every single person out there, use the opportunity. We are many councillors. Contact us, speak to us, come to the process, meet us, and raise your voices. Not just online, but in person is better than online. Thank you so much. And then we also would love to say, we second propose and say it must go to the IDP process. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief of the ANC. Can I then, Councillor Pico?
Thank you very much, Speaker. Good afternoon for all my colleagues. No, my side, I will also support the same ideology that has been put on the table of the IDP that must be dealt with the community. But that's only thing we must try to do in the IDP. We must try to change the way that we are doing the IDPs. Yes. Because it's not a way that all our communities are participating to that process. And really, you just get up to 100 people, whereas in the same area is the 12,000 people that are staying in that area. So not all the people are what can I say, to the social media, all of them that sometimes it's called in Afrikaans and Spanish, and then they come one time.
And we have no translation.
So not all of us, we know exactly computers and so forth, because some of the things they put that you must write, you know, some people are lazy, some people are 2,000, they will say it's fine for them, but the old people is not fine for them. So we must try to get something that on the way how to communicate with our people, not just to make a rubbing stamp and then said, we did make a IDP, what now? I thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Pico. The Executive Mayor proposed, and I had quite a few secondments, so the IDP to go out in public is unanimously accepted. Just from my side, Councillor Pico, you are so correct. That's why we follow a process that will work in certain wards. There will be loudtailing, that will be done, everything that we can do. It's unfortunate that people don't attend. That's the unfortunate part, because we have gone to all the things that we can do, every time a different strategy, but then people just don't want to attend. But now you've plead again, let's hope everybody will attend this time around. Councillors, then I'm at item 9, the oversight report that was dealt with by the impact. The impact chairperson is online. He will table his report.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Goeiedag allemaal, molweni nonke. Ndibulise abantu abakwigalari, ndibulise uSpeaker wethu, ndibulise u-Executive Mayor nekhansila zonke ne-viewers esemakhaya. Ndanibulisa ngale njekalanga. Madam Speaker, I'm not sure if I'm audible.
Yes, you are. You may continue.
Okay, thank you very much. Before I put my proposal about this item, I would like to say to our MMCs and MM office colleagues, we need to accelerate this project currently underway in our wards, and we need to come up with a strategy to deter the thugs cutting electric cables in our communities, to avoid unnecessary irregularities and frivolous expenditure. And the other thing I want to emphasize, Madam Speaker, or to request to our mayor, you need to intervene, or I need your intervention to this issue of those law of flushing toilets, and also housing project for Iraq and the Moses Kodan issue. And the other thing, Madam Speaker, I want to put on the record, I think, Mayor, as I said, we need your intervention. We have a problem with the Department of Housing in our municipality. But as I said, we did allocate the money for this flushing toilet for Joslovo, but till now is nothing about that. In of we done as a Saldanha Bay municipality and the AG. Saldanha Bay municipality is well compare other municipalities across the country. I won't lie. Yes, Madam Speaker. I propose.
Thank you, Councillor Sengin. But councillors, thank you. Allow him. He was highlighting what the Auditor General has highlighted in the meeting. It is part of the report. That's why he's highlighting that. Because the Auditor General has a very big concern. The Auditor General did a presentation in that meeting and highlighted the faults and defaults within the report of what is lacking within SBM, and requested that consequent management must be taken with projects like those things being slowed down. Okay, the chairperson proposed. Can I get a... Oh, apologies. Do you want to add, Councillor?
Madam Speaker, sorry, Madam Speaker, you hear me? Madam Speaker, before I resume my seat, there's an important part. I think I forgot to raise it here. I would like to request Councillor Rousseau to apologize to our official for being accusing her for what Councillor Rousseau decided to do during the mayor election. I think it's very important, colleagues, to respect our officials as a councillor.
Thank you,
I thank
Councillor
you.
Gempingo. We're not on that item. Thank you. Councillor Pico's hand was first. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I think that if the report must come to the councillor, must become in writing, not verbally, because we discuss here things that it's on writing.
No,
No, I'm not finished yet, Speaker.
Mr. Pico, everything is in writing in the report. He merely highlighted what is there.
No, I have a question.
But I
Thank
don't
you.
have that report.
The report was sent via email for everybody in the agenda. Thank you.
But why not only mid reports, but another area if the
Because
generals-
it was highlighted by the Auditor
No,
General.
if the-
Thank you. Councillor Pico, please,
Oh.
you can sit down. Thank you. Councillor Morrison.
Apologies for not greeting. Apologies for not. Apologies for not greeting everybody. I was in a moment, but anyway, everybody around the table. Everybody around the table, the viewers at home, community members, people in the gallery. Yeah, Madam Speaker, I've got a long list on this item, so I don't know if you will permit me. It's about a page and a half long.
Councillor, you will have only 2 minutes. This document
Okay.
was outside in public and I remember, and I will ask them to get the recording, requested that everybody, councillors included, give their inputs. You had more than 30 days to give your inputs. Your inputs wasn't received. The Auditor General also noted that nobody from council also didn't give any inputs on the report. So what do you want to highlight now? It's a bit late. The impact has set on the report. All the councillors was finished and they've adopted it. So you can send your email for your concerns. It won't be included because it's too late. Thank you. Because they have the delegation from council to sit in after all the inputs and table it in council. Thank you. Councillor Rousseau.
What's with you people? You must calm down. Madam Speaker, now I just had one question in regards to the item. Aibo, Chine, Tulani Wena. Ewe. Madam Speaker, sorry. Gotta silence my noisy constant. They noisy, they're like naughty children. Madam Speaker, I have a question in regards to the report that concerned me. The signing of the document was not done on the document. So the person signed and then it was sent or was copied and pasted. Was the document not given to the chairperson to sign? It's just a concern that I have. Is the
Councillor,
document
it was
valid?
signed because he had to give approval to have his electronic signature tabled on it, and then they signed it and then he okayed it. It is approved.
Okay, so what the electronic signature
Yes.
doesn't look...
He gave approval
Right.
to be used. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. That's what I wanted. Oh, can I, Madam Speaker?
Speaker, I don't know, for some this might sound like a funny question, but for me it's not. I would just like to request that at some point, I'm speaking for the NCC, some time is made so that it can be explained to me or to the NCC what aspects are looked at exactly in its entirety when we are doing the Auditor General or when they're doing the auditing. Because when you look at the report, you can see that certain things has been highlighted, responses has been given, etc., etc. But when I don't know what exactly is measured when they are doing the entire auditing process, I don't know what to raise when I get there. That's me being honest. Okay, so this is basically me making a recommendation whereby the NCC is asking, give us a bit more information, even if it's a one-on-one with the internal auditors, just so that I can understand exactly where the auditing process starts, where it comes from. Because naturally, as a person, when you look at the issues raised by the Auditor General, in the back of your mind, you're thinking to yourself, okay, how did you get the clean audit? How did you get the clean audit? But you don't really understand the process. So I'll reserve it by stopping there when it comes to that. Then I need just a bit of clarity, Madam Speaker, and I ask your guidance on this. When you look on page 613, point number 4, it states, there is no evidence that normal procurement processes were considered. It further then reads, the deviation is irregular. And then we have item number 12. So I just wanted clarity. When the Auditor General referred to that in the report, were they referring to the same item, item number 12 later on? I'm not sure. I just need a bit of clarity when it comes to that, please, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Jackson. Councillor Jackson, please note, this oversight report is for the previous financial year, and we've already received a clean audit on that. And the Auditor General audited certain aspects. It is also included in which report now? That was tabled in
The AG report. It was
AG
tabled,
report
as well as
with the internal audit report in February. It was not in February, in January it was tabled. So the guidelines are there, what they are looking at, and every year the scope changes. But the MM has now committed that he will arrange a session and go through all what they are auditing, and so you can understand. But you can also know that for this year, there's also, again, they will audit different than what they did last year. So, Councillor Rousseau, well, can I assume, because you're part of the MPEC, and I didn't see you voted against it in the minutes of the MPEC meeting, will you second the proposal and tablement of the...
Just one comment before I do. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was going to raise that, but in the moment, with all of everything said, it's just that I had a concern. Also, page 612 and 613, is that there, for example, the Auditor General was raising in the informal areas the taps and the toilets that didn't coincide with the numbers. So before I propose, as I'm part of the impact as well, second or propose, whatever of the two now, I just want to say that that is a concern. And can we ensure that, this is through you, Madam Speaker, as Chair, for the that these numbers be right? Because we under the impression there's 200 toilets, and then we find out now that the Auditor General does it, that there's 10 less or something, so that we know, because it impacts our community. So if we have the 10 less and we under the impression there is 10 more, and the community tells us that there's 10 less and we keep arguing about it, that we now see that it is not correct, so that we can correct it and ensure that it is corrected. Thank you.
Thank you. Item is now unanimously adopted. Then we add item 10. Executive Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. As this is a draft, I would like to table the draft budget for adoption by Council. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Councillor Kotze. Now we will debate when it comes back to adopt in May, because it will now go out to public participation for all the communities and councillors. You are also welcome to give all your input on the draft budget going out to public. The comments periods close when, Stefan? The 24th?
24th of April.
24th of April, and then we will workshop the inputs in May. And also, councillors, please note, part of the document is also the proposed changes by the administration with regards to the budget policies. Included in this, all the indigent policies that they want to make minor changes. Remember, we also have problems with certain policies. Also read through it and send in your changes proposal that we can debate it at the workshop in May. Any hands for questions before I... Councillor Rousseau?
Madam Speaker, not a question, just a comment. Thank you, Madam Speaker. As the ANC, we are going to support the budget going out to the process, to the public, and we want to again iterate that the public take note of the budget, take note of the processes, and we as councillors we are going to go through it, we're going to check our policies, etc. But now, I as the Chief Whip of the ANC, and I speak for the opposition somewhere at one time now, I know because we've got one voice and one heart. And I'm going to say it as it is, as the GLU. I speak for us all now when I say the following to the community. The budget of this municipality is yours. You must come out. You must tell us what it is that you need, that we can hear, that we can speak for you, that our officials can hear your heart, what you need in the community, that we can check it and see how it can be adjusted and how it can be changed to service you. We're waiting for you. We challenge you. Come out, check the budget, read it, prepare, come prepared, and let's do what needs to be done for our community. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Rousseau. It was proposed and seconded. Item unanimously adopted. Thank you, councillors. Then now at item 11/3, the approval for the workplace skills plan. Can I have a proposal and a secondment? Councillor Jackson, propose. Thank you. Alderman Mamabolo, second. Thank you. Then I'm at item 12, amendment of the contracts, section 33. Can I have a proposal and a secondment? Alderman Mamabola propose and Councillor America second. I am now at item 13/3, the electricity tariff application to NERSA. The public participation process is finished. Now it will be included in the public participation with the budget. Proposal and a secondment? Question?
Madam Speaker, as the ANC, we read the public input from the community in regards to NERSA, and I am so sorry when I say this, but I definitely do not believe that the few emails that are shown there or the few comments speaks for the whole community. By reading those emails, I can say that almost everybody disagrees with the increase. Our community cannot afford it, not the businesses, not the middle class, not the pensioners, not the unemployed. None of us can afford it. So the ANC is not agreeing because it has not been approved by NERSA yet. So please note that we do not agree and we're not really in support of that increase. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments, Councillor. So if you will see, the report is for notification. It's only going out now. And even after we've done and our public participation, we must wait until NERSA also approve it. So, and unfortunately, again, it was advertised everywhere. All of us received it in our WhatsApp group, so I'm sure you all sent it to various people. So it's a pity that only that few inputs were sent to the municipality. Before I step off the item, Councillor Morrison.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to say from the Patriotic Alliance as well, we disagree with the charges. Page 6, look at Annexure A, page 6, service charges increases from 45 to 49.18 cents. And the question is, what is the impact of the increased fixed service charge on low consumption households, and how does it align with indigent support policy? Because, Madam Speaker, these people, most of our people, is the poorest of the poor, and this it will not service our people. This increase will not do for our people. And then page 39, Annexure B, the general expense increase. There's a question, what specific items fall under general expenses and what cost containment measures were applied before passing these costs onto our consumers? Thank you.
Councillor Morrison, I assume then you didn't read the first document when it went out for public participation and everything that we tabled. And remember, as I've just alluded to, we all have our time to give input, and we must make sure that people give our input. And then we must also remember, if NERSA decides this is what it will be, even if we stand on our head and moan about it. At least we've followed the process that was asked to follow, and we've done that. And it was a court order. That's why, and we must listen to what the court says, and because we're just not an island on our own. So, councillors, is there any other questions for clarity? Follow-up, Councillor Morrison.
Yeah, that comes to the question, Madam Speaker. What is the legal status of a second opportunity for public participation after the tariff application is already being submitted to NERSA on the 31st of March? Because the public participation has already closed, as you alluded. It is not.
Let me explain again. This was the first round, which there was a court case that said before you decide on what the tariff will be, you must first do this, apply and inform the people that we've applied and this is what we've done. Now, it will still now go back to the public out there because this is in compliance with the court order that municipalities must do the following, and that's what we've done. Now we do our own process again to go out to the public for people to give their inputs again. Is that fine with you now? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Jackson was for Councillor Pico.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I don't think it's a point of clarity or anything of that point, but it's just something that I'd like to note, okay? I have read this report, and you are always saddened when you see there's an increase of some sort because the people are struggling, whether we like it or not. But I would like to compliment SPN on the following. I've gone and done my research as far as 8 years back, and never once has SBM charged more than that which NERSA has implemented. So I hope that we are able to continue keeping that momentum, and I hope that NERSA doesn't come with anything more. But I would like to compliment SBM for sticking to nothing more than what NERSA charges. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Councillor Jackson. Councillor Pico.
Thank you very much, Speaker. My Speaker, what I want to request, really the people outside are very poor. The tariff, I cannot say they must cut off because South Africa is the way of it. Now, there is the problem that it's happening. There is a small car, cut off the subsidy of the poor people, saying that you don't stay in this house. That is the big challenge we're sitting now with currently. So what I'm saying, as the tariff will go up, poor people will be more suffer than yesterday. So the municipality that cut, before he cut the services of, before he cut the subsidy, he must be thorough, make investigation. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Councillor Pico, I allowed you, although it's not part of this item. But again, the municipal official will only implement what is there, and it's the person's duty to ensure, because they will first issue a letter to come say, listen, there's a problem with this XYZ, and that's why they do investigations. And it's your duty as the ward council also to assist the people and bring them in with the necessary documents so that they can be assisted to apply again for subsidy. Councillor Rousseau?
Madam Speaker. Yeah, it's okay. One of those days. Madam Speaker, Tulani. On the item again, I want to say this. As councillors, we are grateful, and as the community, that this municipality is financially stable. And I don't think that we really need an increase or that we should have an increase. But I want to make these two suggestions or these two requests very humbly. Number one, that when the decision is made after, by our officials, after the public participation process, right? That when you look at these tariffs, you take into consideration what is happening globally and in this country at the moment. That people are going to pay more for fuel, will not be able to get to work, will struggle to pay the basic things, which they already cannot. And we are doing very well. So consider that. Then secondly, because of this increase, and I can bet you on that, and because of the rebates that are going to come, many people are going to be applying for indigency. Again, my humble request, can there be a rollout, again as previous times, of a definite attempt to get people to register for indigency in our halls by officials, like as in majorly? Then my last request is this, that we please consider that when you send, and I ask this humbly, Madam Speaker, when you advertise in the West London, you do it in 3 languages. When you do it on Facebook, it's mostly in English. Please include the other languages. And then most importantly, and I've seen the letters that are sent to our people in informal areas, it is still in English. The majority of the speakers are isiXhosa. It is not that difficult to translate the letters for them and send it out in their mother tongue. Can that be considered, please? Thank you. Now I need the bathroom.
Thank you, Councillor Rousseau. Councillor Rousseau, as you are well aware, the process with the renewing of the indigent applications was widely advertised on WhatsApp and all the channels, and there was letters delivered. There's currently people visiting homes also doing that. I'm just not sure about all the languages. Stefan, you'll just need to check that because it's supposed to be in all the languages. Thank you, everyone. There was a proposal and a secondment. Is there anybody that wants to vote against tabling this and taking it out to the public because it's part of the budget process in any case? Nobody. Thank you. Item adopted. Now we're going to take a 4-minute break before we do the election of the executive mayor, the election of the executive deputy mayor. The and the administration will quickly prepare the ballots and start the process. Can you start the process? I respectfully request that councillors,
We should actually first get nominations before.
before the leave, we're going to get the nominations and do the process. Can we get the nomination forms, Who wants the piece of paper to nominate for the executive deputy mayor? Thank you.
Where's the break, Madam Speaker? First the
We're going
break.
to take a break. We're going to break afterwards once we've done because there's something else that needs to be done. Can I get the nomination forms? Who wants a nomination form? Councillor Panamer, the executive mayor wants a form, and then Councillor Morrison wants a form, and Councillor Kumani wants a form, and Councillor Twala wants a form.
Councillors,
Councillors, thank you.
just for the sake of the record, with regard to the nomination form, just for the record, you need to put in the full name of the person that you are nominating. You need to sign the person who is nominating that person must sign it off. And is it, yeah, with the second, as well as the person that has been nominated must also sign on this document. If we can maybe just use this 5 minutes to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, councillors. Emmy?
Thank you. Thank you, councillors. Before we break, we just want to make sure that councillors know who the nominated councillors are for executive deputy mayor. It would be Ms. Yumna Jackson, Councillor Yumna Jackson, that will be standing against Mr. Tyron Williams. Those are the two. We received 5 nominations, and that is the 2 names that is there. So we will prepare for the elections now, and we will then just need the 5 minutes break, please.
We will have a 5-minute break so that the administration can prepare the ballots. Thank you. We will be back at 3 o'clock.
Allah, gaan we snel voting doen. Je kan daar even doen. Nog 5% dan gaan we voten. Nee. Ik ga het dan. I'm just put it on the screen. Okay. Yeah.
Councillors, thank you. Can you return to the chambers, councillors? Councillors, thank you.
Thank you, councillors. Are you ready?
Just wait, please. Can the law enforcement close the chambers door? Thank you. Where's Councillor Williams? Stage fright. Councillors, thank you. We can start. Floor is yours. You can proceed with your process.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I'd just like to introduce, for the sake of the record, I'll be the electoral official as the MEO of the municipality. I'll be the electoral official. I'll be helped by Mr. Jacques Pfeiffer on my left-hand side, who will do the dissemination or the issuing of the ballot papers, and by Mr. Mbaliswana, who will help me with the counting of the ballot papers. We will only issue so much papers as there is people here. We know we've got Councillor Mitchell that's not here, and unfortunately Councillor Jambingo will not be able to vote. So we only have 23 voting pages. So at the end of the day, there needs to be 23 that comes out of here. So what we'll do this time, we will not go out. We have prepared a little hooky for us there. We are a hooky there. Yeah. So you will have your secret vote there. We will start from this side again. We'll come around. Every paper will be handed out as you go, and then after you've come back, you will just throw it in for us. After we will count them. So I want to ask the two candidates to maybe just come, because to maybe just come and check our ballot papers. Can I just ask candidates to just come through and check our ballot papers quickly? I'm not going to have you touch it. Because your pen is a big guy, your pen with you. Please leave if you can stand on the next side. You will show you everything. No problem, no problem.
There should be extra ballots in
Okay, so what? There's nothing. No, you. Yeah, there will only be 23. We're just checking, the councillors are looking at it. The candidates. So far, so good.
Councillor Jackson Maxika, you know what Dr. Karabayan?
Make sure you vote for yourselves. Please do.
Can I just, for the record, have you on the mic saying that whether there is any marks or not, just for the record? Councillor Williams, you can some come here. I don't know, sorry. Councillor Williams?
No marks,
Councillor Jackson?
There is no marks on the ballot papers, but I'd just like to for the record state that there is 25 and not 23.
Can I get the two?
Keep them in case of emergency. Thank you so much, Councillor Jackson.
We're giving it out one by one, so you won't get, it will be here anyway, or with him, because we're giving one by one. Now the reason why we got 24, because we are 25 now in council, that's why we are 25, but we will have these here. If it's in order with you, I can destroy them, because I'm not going to give it to anybody else then. See? Okay, we're gonna go start from this side.
Just tell the people there's 23.
No, the councillors has checked. The councillors has checked. There's 23. So we'll have one by one.
No, because it was fast. We listened. Can I raise my point? Thank you very much. Yes, I know people all are voting in South Africa. They've got the right to vote. You know, last time I did vote very well. But the speculations that goes outside, they criticize me
Councillor,
and my party. Yeah, it's sorry, but I...
Councillor, no.
You don't.
I just need to announce that I also reject my ballot paper. I will abstain from this election, and I will return it to yourself.
Councillors, please, can we continue with the voting?
Ibu maar jou kan lekker man. Thank you. Ek sien nog oggend was om op die vliegtuig. Goed, draai jy maar weer om. Voor die nieuwe announcement. Heb ik ook councillor Jackson ook
Ik heb dat goed.
Maar onthou, dat was gister moes 'n theme by die district. Wat Wouter vir ons gesê het van die groens, iets met 'n weet jy wat is dit gesê?
Seker nee, ek weet
Jy het dit na die meeting gesê. Man zo'n mic nu.
So we have all 23 minus 2 councillors that voted. Are you satisfied with the process up to now? I have the two, these are now spoiled ballots, not abstain ballots, because you have to abstain and make up by putting it in, it's not in the box, so it's spoiled ballots. It will be counted as spoiled ballots. They are here for the record. Usually when you come and open up and just do the sorting, and then we will. Do you want me to ask the councillors to come and stand here? Yeah. Can I get the two candidates to maybe just come forward so that they can just check the whole process or do their training as party agents?
Where's the serial number?
It's a serial number. No, wait, this is not done by it's a serious number.
You might just make another spoiled ballot.
You just take it to me, no? Ah, you go, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, you are practicing, Amaris. They can't even
Stand on that side of the
You
table.
can stand on that side, it's fine.
Why you are practicing here?
Okay, that's fine. You can stand it together, it's good. Thank you very much. We'll ask you to come and check it in with close.
Zijn vliegtuig. Zijn jullie double flight?
Gaat even mosterd.
No, Sweden.
Dat zit helemaal speciaal van de volgende dag. Dat is mijn meeting nu. Dat is jouw proces. Zie je baby? Baby. Dat gaan we opstellen. Wij gaan.
Het is bij papieren niet.
You must enjoy the time. Oh, nee.
Dat is een minimum nou, hè? Ach, gewoon vind ik.
Goed. Dank je. Hierop. Councillors, you are happy? She's disrespectful. All right, what do we have? Okay, and how much for that? Speaker, I must give it to you now. You must announce it. Let's check it and I can announce it. 23, two of them are comparison here. Two are the ballots that wasn't voted for, they were spoiled. And then 8 for Councillor Jackson and 13 for Councillor Williams.
Thank you.
What do you want me to do now?
6, 7, 8.
Sorry, it's 23, sorry.
You may announce the results.
Thank you, councillors. I just want to announce the results. We have 2 spoiled ballots, as we all have seen. We'll make a note around that. We've got 8 votes for Councillor Jackson and 13 votes for Councillor Williams. So our new executive deputy mayor will be Councillor Williams then.
Thank you, municipal manager and officials, for completing that process. Councillor Williams, please come forward so they can do the dignitaries, the photos and session, and executive mayor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just on behalf of Council, I also would like to welcome aboard and also congratulate Councillor Williams as the Deputy Executive Mayor, and also for Council's attention, the Deputy would hold the finance portfolio.
Councillors, thank you. And officials, thank you for completing that process. Again, congratulations, Councillor Williams. You're now the Executive Deputy Mayor of Saldanha Bay Municipal Council. Councillor Cleophas, he can choose to sit with his caucus. Councillors, thank you. Then I'm at item. Item 15, the structuring of council and council committee systems. Thank you, councillors. Councillors, the committees is in the item. Thank you.
Morrison.
Thank you, councillors. Executive Mayor. Councillor Morrison, your hand was up.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to address this issue of the Section 79s, Madam Speaker. And but with regards to the composition, and I'll allude to the special council meeting of the 27th February.
Councillor, we must.
We done with that, but it's part of this item, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it's part of this item. Madam Speaker, this is part of this item. Madam Speaker, I would like us as the opposition to also have an input into the Section 79s because we have not had the opportunity to have our inputs. As it was said in that meeting that I referred to just now, you alluded on live television that you will communicate with the whips of the parties, which never did, which you never did.
Councillor Morrison, the Section 79s, all the compilations stayed the same. This was merely chairperson changes. The same as the Section 80s. Everybody stayed where they were. Only the chairperson's changes. If you want to have more seats, you can send an email or you can debate and say this is what we want. But nothing changed. And I'll ask the administration to send how it was and how it is because it's still the same. Only Section 80 chairpersons changed. Councillor Kotze had 2 portfolios, which is now only 1 because Councillor Williams has now filled that position. Thank you. Councillor Beagle.
Thank you very much, Speaker. As a MK Party Chief Whip, I don't see any MK name in those committees to all from Committee 1 until Committee 20. We are not there. So I humbly request that when I came back at a meeting, I must see MK appearing also to those committees. I thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Pico, Chief Whip of the MK. I can forward the email that I did send when you first joined Council after the by-election, where I requested you must indicate where would you want to serve in these vacancies that there was, but you didn't respond. Yes, so you must indicate, and you didn't respond. But I'll speak to you again. Thank you. Executive Mayor, can you read out? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to propose the following recommendations to the Section 80 and 79 committees for Council. The first is the Finance. The Section 80 would be the Finance would now be taken up by the Deputy Mayor as that seat, and then the vacant seat that will be taken by Councillor Pretorius on the Finance portfolio. Then the recommendations for the Impact Committee. The chairperson would now be Councillor van der Merwe. And then we also would like to propose the establishment of another Section 79 committee, which will be Transportation and Mobility. And that will be chaired by Councillor Chimbingo. Okay, I can't do that. And then added to that.
Thank you.
Added to that would be on that committee would also serve Councillor America and Alderman Mababolo, and then there is obviously space available for the other councillors of the other parties. Amendments to the Council Protection Committee. Councillor Williams would then be replaced by Councillor van der Merwe. On the IT Committee, Councillor Kotze would then be replaced by the Deputy. Then the St. Helena Bay Water Quality Trust. Councillor America would be replaced by Councillor Kotze. Then the Budget Steering.
Just correct something.
Yeah.
Correction. The
Yeah.
That organization does not exist, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, but it's still year 79 then.
It does not exist.
Okay.
I just want to make also an announcement that I have at the previous meeting sent to represent on the Saldanha Bay Water Quality Trust. Administration's never sent any communication to the trust to rectify it. So just for my purposes.
Yeah, it stipulates here that you are on the Saldanha Bay Water Quality Trust.
That's correct.
And you said
Communicated with the trust.
okay, and you said the St. Helena Bay Quality Trust does not exist anymore. Okay, so that wishes administration just follow that up if that has been done. Then the Budget Steering Committee, Councillor Kotze would then be replaced by the Deputy Mayor as he is the Portfolio of Finance. Then alternatively, the SALGA working groups, the changes as follows, Madam Speaker. Electricity, Energy and Public Works would then be Councillor van der Merwe. Health Working Group would be Alderman Vaughan. Then the Municipal Finance and Fiscal Policy Working Group, which is a finance, would be done by the Deputy. The Public Transport and Roads Working Group would be Councillor Cheng. Okay. And then the Environmental Management and Climate Resilience would be the Councillor Duplessis. And then Development Planning would be Councillor America. Then the Western Cape Association, SALGA Association of Impact, would then be Councillor van der Merwe. Then taking to the SALGA clusters, Madam Speaker, the Municipal Capability and Institutional Resilience would be Alderman Mamabolo as stipulated. Community Development would be Councillor Scaffers. Then Electricity, Energy and Public Works, as well as point 5 would be van der Merwe, and then point 7 would then be the Deputy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Councillors, please note that is only the changes where the Democratic Alliance and Good was. All the other representatives of SALGA and of the other political parties stays exactly the same. No changes has been done. The only changes that was done last month was by the Chief Whip of the ANC, where she replaced Councillor Kumani. Thank you. Councillor Morrison's hand was first and then the Chief Whip.
Madam Speaker, I just wanted to know, man, for whose cost will this extra committee that's being formulated be? Because clearly to me it seems like it's for the taxpayers' account. So I would like to have an explanation on how we got to that conclusion. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Can you explain? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. This has been an issue for the municipality, transportation and mobility, because we have roads, the engineers who does roads, we've got the traffic guys who works on the traffic part, but nobody's looking at public transport, so we needed oversight on that. SALGA also has a committee which we do not know who to represent us there. So this is a rather, in terms of the budget, a rather small. It's a rather small impact. We do have enough budget for that, but it's not a large impact. It's actually very short because the person was already 79.
Thank you, Councillor Rousseau.
Madam Speaker, Councillor Kumani has returned. As you know, she's back at work. I would like to propose, please, from the ANC side, that if administration can note, I will also send an email afterwards, that Councillor Cleophas is removed from the office of the municipal manager and Councillor Kumani is put there. And then may I propose that in the new section 79, as the mayor indicated, there is place for the other parties. Can I please nominate Councillor Cleophas to join there? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip. Any other inputs, recommendation? Councillor Morrison.
Madam Speaker, I just wanted to know with regards to this new section 79, was there any communication forwarded to council, or how did we arrive at this point now where we're establishing a new committee? Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, Chairperson. We have drafted the document to Speaker to ask for this. So that's why it's in front of Council now. Since this point is here and Councillor is busy looking at the 79s, it is Council's decision to do it that way or not.
Thank you, and councillors also note within the order rules, I may present any item that's not on the agenda, and this is necessary to do that, to ensure we have proper public oversight over the public transport. Executive Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to say to Council as well that there is a provincial Ministry of Mobility, and we do not have a line, so this would also line up to the provincial Ministry of Mobility, so that we can ask for funding to do investigation studies and things like that. So this is linking up, try to give an integrated transport plan.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Councillor Rousseau, your last comment. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I just have a question for clarity, and no offence meant to any of the councillors that are on the chairpersons, etc. But I just would like to understand why none of the other parties, for example, the PA, the NCC, or MK, or anybody else, was given the opportunity to be a chair as Councillor Simdingo is on 2. Could that not have been that it would have been fair to give another seat to one of the other parties, because we are all...
Councillor, there's another chairperson of MPAC. He's only on one committee. Councillors, thank you. If there's nothing else, the item is then unanimously adopted. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.